Well, frying up some chicken, you'll need some flour, you'll need some eggs. They use eggs, and then you need some good seasonings if you're going to go with the traditional route.
But what do we know about our next guest? He leaves traditional to others and looks for twists instead. The quest is always about flavor.
New twist from U.S. Foods, Food Fanatic Chef Cory Geyer.
Hi, Chef Geyer.
How you doing?
Great to see you back. We've been excited about learning about some of these recipes since we found out you were coming on the show with your take on chicken. But you're a food fanatic. Would you explain what the Food Fanatics do?
So the Food Fanatic is a movement that's part of the U.S. Foods culture. And I have the privilege of being able to work right now with 42 chefs. We're going to have at least another 10 that's going to be coming from all over the country. So what we do is we really track what the trends are. We track what the innovations are. We go and help restaurateurs who are our customers kind of tweak their menus and change things to keep them current. Millennials, that's the target audience that we need to hit. And millennials always want something new, different, but still identifiable with what they can do.
And that's perfect for what we're discussing here, fried chicken. We
absolutely.
We all get it, we've all had it, we all like it,
Yeah.
but you've made it more exciting.
More exciting and a little easier too.
Okay.
So let's talk a little bit about some of the process in making a fried chicken sandwich.
We have two recipes that we're going to go through today. After the show today, we'll put the recipes online. Which sandwich are we starting with here?
Well, I've actually made one right here. So this is a pickle brine. So what I've done is I've taken just a jar of pickles, drained the juice out of it, soaked chicken thighs in it for about 8 to 10 hours. Then I take a little bit of that juice, put it in a Ziploc bag, and I sous vide it.
What's that mean?
Sous vide literally means cooked under pressure, or I'm sorry, cooked under a vacuum. So what we're doing, you don't have to have a vacuum sealer or a bunch of fancy tools, but this tool, Mike, that you have your hand on right there, that is a necessity to really have to be able to control the temperature. So we set this into water, turn it up, so 165 degrees is how we want to internally cook chicken, right?
Right.
So we can set that to 165 degrees. We've got our chicken already flavored. Now we're just going to cook it at 165 for 4 hours. So that gives it a nice even cook all the way through. So when we go to fry it, we're not burning the breading.
And every bite tastes just as good as the
You're
last.
not overcooking any part of the chicken.
Exactly. And you're getting consistent flavor all the way through.
So that's the trick.
Okay,
So we
where do you
have
want to
three
start?
different ones.
Yeah, you got three different types.
This one's going to be the pickle brine, which obviously you can tell. Mike, I'm going to have you do the Korean.
Okay.
So we're doing a Korean style. So the marinade's very basic.
Yeah.
It's soy sauce, it's a little bit of honey, it's rice wine vinegar. We've got a little bit of ginger, a little bit of garlic, something very easy.
And we can smell a lot of these flavors in the studio right now.
And then what is on the end here?
This
Chef?
one is buttermilk. So
Yes.
buttermilk chicken is
Awesome.
very popular, right?
Yes,
Southern
sir.
So we seasoned it, a little salt and pepper, put it into buttermilk, added a little bit of the buttermilk after it sat in there for a little bit into the bag, Ziploc seal it, and then sous vide it for 4 hours
So
at 165.
all of those are ready to fry.
So this is already cooked.
how do you
this
want to
is
do it?
ready to go.
What do you want me to do? Chef,
I
how
want
can I help
you. I want you.
Help me help you.
So this, for the Korean, that's coconut milk. So go ahead and glove up. I've got gloves for you right over there, Mike. Mary, I have yours right there as well.
I took yours, sorry.
Because Mary, being in the South, I'm going to have you take the buttermilk.
Oh, thank you,
And we're just going
darling.
to go ahead and dip that back into buttermilk.
Okay, even though you marinated it
Correct.
in buttermilk, you're putting it back
So
in.
what we're looking to do is have a vessel that's going to allow the breading to stick. So in this one, we're using a little bit of cake flour. It's a little bit lighter. It's kind of cut with a little bit of cornstarch in there to kind of lighten it up.
And you seasoned it with?
Yep, we've got a little bit of onion powder, a little bit of garlic powder. The Southern style has a little bit of cayenne for just a little bit of a kick. And in the Korean, we've got a little bit of ginger, we've got a little bit of coriander. Again, we've got a little onion powder and garlic powder. So go ahead and dip it in there. And if you want to get a little thicker breading, you can dip it back into the liquid,
into
and
liquid,
then back into the flour again.
Right, okay.
Correct.
And I like mine extra breaded.
I like mine not as breaded, so am I good just one
You're
time?
good to go,
Okay.
just like that.
You can do it
And
however you'd like.
in the fryer, I have here peanut oil. So
Okay.
peanut oil is going to give a really nice aroma, nice flavor to it, and plus it's a high oleic.
Can I drop?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so
Go
what
ahead.
is high oleic?
High oleic.
High oleic,
So a
okay.
high oleic oil is one that actually has been.
You want me to drop? Or do you can separate?
Let's wait just a little bit because this is only going to take seconds. The chicken's already cooked. I know.
Last
You
one's
saw
in
the
right.
fryer,
You know,
Mike,
well,
and
yeah,
you got
you-
really excited about it, right?
Last one's in a raw chicken.
You were making a point about the oil.
Yeah, high oleic oil is one that adds a longer life to it, so a longer fry life out of it. So when you're filling this up with oil, that's costing you money,
Yeah,
right?
you save over time.
What do you do with this oil at the end of its fry when you're done frying one time?
Yeah, usually in the home kitchen, you toss it out.
Yeah,
Right.
but
With
who
a high
wants to
oleic,
keep replacing it?
it's not going to have flavor transfers. So you can fry fish in there, you can fry chicken in there, you can fry olives like we did that one time when we fried olives.
So you can keep that
those
around.
were
You're
for a
not
while.
amazing.
transferring flavors.
Those fried olives were amazing.
Weren't those good?
They were really
Yeah,
good.
they were.
How long
was
does
a
she
lot of
keep this
fun.
in there? How does she let it fry?
All we need to do is just get it to where it's going to be a little bit golden brown.
It's
So we're going to
already
give it
cooked.
another 30
Again,
seconds.
You already cooked
Yeah.
this breast for 4
chicken.
hours,
Yeah.
so it's not that we have to be concerned. I think we
Correct.
just put it raw into the fryer.
Correct. And we're going to go ahead and pull that up. That's done. It's nice
you
and
go.
crispy, so we'll go
Awesome.
ahead and take the tongs. We'll pull that out,
Oh,
actually.
here.
You want to get
Sorry,
your
but I
own
put
tongs.
Mike,
Listen, see, the chef didn't have time to wait for you. He had to get it out with his hands.
what do you, can I just cut it and take a bite of it?
You can cut it, take a bite out. If you
Or
want to
you
build
could-
a sandwich,
oh,
we
yeah.
can build a sandwich. So
What
on
do we
this
put on
sandwich
this?
right here,
Yeah.
I've got a little bit of a spicy mayonnaise. So all I did was take mayonnaise and a little bit of hot sauce. Whatever hot sauce is your favorite, you can use.
And your style of bread, your choice.
So we're using an onion bread. That's pretty common for the Korean. Sesame seed. Why not? Right?
Oh,
Kind of
this is
fits
hot.
in with it.
I'm going to have to let that cool down before I
Yeah, I
take a
bet
bite
And
of
we've
that.
got arugula, we've got tomatoes, we've got pickles, we've got lettuce. That's going to be a bib lettuce that we can use on that.
I want to trade places with you so I can
Yeah.
dress my sandwich.
Dress your sandwich.
Do you find people are frying stuff at home as much as they used to?
You know, fried food has always had kind of one of those negative tones for a number of years. One of the things that you can find, so when you're looking at oils to fry with, you want to make sure that you don't have any, they refer to it as a PHO, partially hydrogenated oils. So those are the ones that are going to hold your trans fats, right? So
So
when
that's
you
why you use like peanut oil.
well, peanut oil, that could even be partially hydrogenated, so you want to make sure that you're looking at the labels. Canola oils tend to be some of the more healthy, but also look at grapeseed oils, has a very high smoke point, and rice bran oil, which
Yeah.
you can find in some of your health food stores, is a great resource to be able to use for that.
So when we're having these, you know, the thing about traditional fried chicken, I
Oh,
feel like I
perfect.
know what goes good with it because I've been eating it for years. But when you're kicking it up with these other flavors, like the Korean, for example, what do you serve with it?
So if you look directly to your left, Mary,
Yes, sir.
there's a jar that's got something that might look a little funky in it.
This thing?
Yes, so that
Okay.
is a condiment that is very common in Korea that is called kimchi.
Yeah.
So kimchi is a marinated fermented vegetable. So you've got green onions, you've got, we don't need the fryer anymore.
No, we're done. We're done with the fryer. Don't worry about that.
Magic of TV.
No, nobody saw anything.
Exactly, nothing to see here.
So this is what you're telling us about?
So yeah, it's a fermentation of daikon. You've got a little bit, and that's going to be like a Japanese radish, carrots, green onions, ginger. So it has a very, and also spices. You're going to
Yeah.
have a spicy paste that's
So
going
you
to be in
serve
there
this
as
like
well.
a slaw or?
Serve it as a slaw. So we can actually take that, top it right on top of that sandwich, and then the sauce that we have next to it is a bulgogi, and
Yeah.
that is kind of a Korean barbecue. So
Well, where do you
can-
find that? Because I don't see this stuff on
You can
all
find those
shelves.
in any
Just
Asian
look
food
for
mart.
it. Okay.
Yep. Go into
Specialty
any
market.
Asian food mart, you're going to be able to find anything like that.
Mike has already dressed his sandwich, but he didn't put any
I
kimchi
didn't put
on
anything
it.
on. You want me to put some of that on there?
Actually, let's put a little bit
He
of
wants you
the
to try this.
bulgogi on there.
This stuff?
Yeah.
Just pour a little bit right on there.
So they tell these
So it
women
is
pour
going
a
to be
lot
spicy.
right on
It does
there.
have a nice little spice to it. Perfect.
Nicely
And
controlled,
if you wanted to hit,
Michael.
that was beautiful. You've
Good.
done
Yeah.
I'm good in the kitchen, guys.
I
Don't
have
be
faith
surprised.
in you.
And if you wanted to hit a little bit of the kimchi on there, we can just take a little
Oh,
pinch
yeah.
of that, put it right on
And,
top.
oh, that's
Kimchi,
nice
where's the
texture,
kimchi
too.
at?
Kimchi is going to be right in that jar right next to
Right
you.
here?
Yeah.
Yes. So you can take just a
My
little
hands?
pinch. Yeah, go ahead. We're all friends here.
Okay. Mary won't.
Plus, I'm
Mary
not
won't eat
eating
it
it.
now. She won't eat it. if
Well,
I touch
that
it.
was your sandwich anyway, bud. I got my southern fried back behind
You
there.
mean you're not going to taste test mine?
So here's one of the things that's fun.
Yeah.
We have people over. We're eating out on the back patio,
Sounds
we're
good.
eating on the deck, whatever.
Yeah.
We've got 3 different flavor profiles of
Love
fried
that.
chicken here. How easy was
And
that
both
to do
very
that?
easy.
That was
you don't have to
awesome.
get out a bunch of other
Yeah.
ingredients.
Well,
we did that in less than 5 minutes.
Your friends are going to think you're amazing. It's like, what? You did
give them
all of
3
that?
different flavors of chicken?
This is
Yeah.
gourmet. This is great. But it's what being a food fanatic's about. It's the enthusiasm, the passion for cooking. And that's
Yeah.
what you bring to us, Chef Geyer. That's why we
Absolutely.
love you.
So foodies can pick up your magazine where?
They can pick them up. So if we distribute these out to our customers, so we have customers, over 250,000 of them all
Yeah.
across the country.
Yeah.
All of our customers have a copy of this magazine.
And then online, can we get some of your
Online, you can go to
recipes?
foodfanatics.com. You can look at any of the back issues that are there. You can check out the blogs that we have. All kinds of cool ideas, beautiful photography that's in this
It is.
magazine. It's won a number of awards, and it's actually one of the most recognized industry-driven magazines in the country.
It is so well done, and everything he does just the same. Chef Geyer, we always appreciate having you here. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Need to get into some of that, don't
That
you?
is good, man. That's good.
Okay, wait, now I do want to bite you.
That is good stuff, Chef. Thanks a lot.
Absolutely.
Really
You're
good.
welcome. You're
All right,
welcome.
Fantastic.
never mind the Fountain of Youth, and who knows where that thing is anyway, right?
Right, guys, testosterone treatment could do wonders for you. Your options in Omaha. We'll tell you coming up next.